Hello and welcome to American Truck Simulator with me, Kevin Sawyer. Hope you guys and girls are all well and enjoying your day, whatever you're up to. Please ignore the beeping sound. I don't know what that's all about, but ever since an update happened with the sounds mod, it seems to happen. But anyway, you join me here, and I've got yet another special cargo. Looks like I'm going to be moving a house. Let's actually see if we can walk into that house. Oh, well, there's nothing... Well, you wouldn't expect any furniture to be in the house. It would be silly to have furniture, but it's a very small house. It's only one room. Well, anyway, let's jump out. I'm also reviewing this bad boy here, which is the Mack F700. Now normally at this point you'd hear me say you'd find links in description down below, although I will endeavour to put some links down. Handbrakes on, naturally. Let me just adjust that. That's better. It's probably that guy beeping that guy over there, I suspect. Which you really wouldn't want to beep a state trooper. Anyone in their right mind wouldn't want to anyway. Could be a number of factors he's beeping. Yeah, normally at the beginning you'd say, oh, you find it all in links down below. But in this case, you'll find link. Oh, I'm stuck. I knew this was going to be an interesting one. I'm going to have to back up here if I can and try and pull out. Yeah, shush. Yeah, I'm caught. I knew this was going to be a funny one because look, they didn't really think this route out very well. One, they should have closed these roads off. I've wiped, in real life, I've probably wiped out the side of that house. I've got plenty of space. So ignore. Yeah, shush. Will you be quiet? Shush. Now, a bit of a conundrum here because I've got to try and be out on this side of the road and avoid that wall and avoid those other vehicles at the same time. Yeah, like say, you'd normally say, well, yeah, Kev, you normally have your links. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. Of course. Why not? Yeah, well, again, do not shut the roads off. This is where you get your problems. In real life, I think they would, in this case, they would have shut this road off. Because there's no way you can get 2 lanes of traffic down here with this trailer being this big. But anyway, yeah. Well, there's a simple situation when it comes to reasons why I haven't actually. Well, I'm going to put links down, but I'm not going to put links down to where I downloaded this from, because originally I downloaded this truck from the American Truck Simulator mod site, but for some odd reason it was taken down. I'll try and endeavour to put links up for other places, but I can't tell you if it's going to be as good as this mod is working, or if it's going to be as legit as this mod is at right now. Purely because obviously I'm not going to go into downloading every single other mod to see if it works or not. So as I say, we'll endeavour to do that for you guys, to put some mods in, but just expect it not to work, not be my usual homework that I normally do for you guys, give you a clean mod. I'll take a picture at some point. Of course I'm speeding as per usual. Come on, State Trooper, you can go quicker than this. As aspects of detail on this thing is immensely good. Internal details look very good. The pressure gauge does work. Initially I thought it didn't work, but it does. And the good thing about this, if you guys can catch that without me having to peer around, the pedals do actually work, see? Got to change down now because I've lost momentum. As for handling, it actually handles like a housefly, believe it or not. It sticks to the road like glue, and you can go absolutely nuts with the wheel. As long as you don't do a 90-degree spin on it, you should be good. But it does handle like a housefly. It just zips around the corners very well, actually. I'll go into the chassis in a sec. In fact, I'll do that now once we get over this bridge. Just take a picture first. Oh, we've still got some light. Where's the photo mode? I'm peering around for my photo mode. Where have you gone there? Photo mode. Photo mode. Get the light on it. It's probably the better option. Focus position, dunk, and chunk. Right, okay, next, so once you have downloaded this, if it works, that is, you should find it in truck dealers, obviously. It's, where is it? Is it in Kenworth or is it Peterbilt? I can't remember. Let's try Peterbilt first. I think it's the Kenworth dealer. Seems to ringing the bells in my head. No, it is the Peterbilt dealer. So go to your Peterbilt dealer. You've like seen with me do the Mack, the other Mack. You'll find it here. Let's go customize and configuration. Right. So you have 3 cabs to choose from. You have day cab. You have day cab with this on the top. I'm not a fan, but you know, if you like it, go for it. Or you have just a day cab where you have a sleep with. This is a sleeper with like a top bit on it, extended headroom, I guess. And this is just a conventional sleeper. So that's your choices for the cab. You only have 2 chassis. Obviously you have the really stubby 4x2, and then you have the 6x4. That's a 6x2, but that's 6x4. Obviously, look, 4 inside, 6 on the outside. So that's 6x4 configuration chassis. A range of different engines. Nothing massively powerful, so you know, bear that in mind for you guys that like to pull the extremely heavy hauls. Gearboxes. You do have a selection to choose from. A good selection. For interiors, you've only got 2. You got this in black, or you can have it in brown. Color options, you got a few and far between. I think this actually does this actually has its own skins? I can't remember. It does not. No, it does. There we go. So you do actually have some own skins to go with it if you prefer. That looks type mean, not that one. Right, options, again I'll gloss over these because I don't want to go into too much detail, but again you're going to have several different bumper options. Again, personal preference, it's up to you. As special lights, you got different lighting options. Again, personal preference prevails. Again, I'm not going to be the judge of what you decide and what you don't decide. Grille options, you've got several different types. You've got this old classic here, the chrome grille. I do like the classic look of that one, admittedly. It does give it a different look to it. The chrome grille sort of like has its charm, don't get me wrong, it just makes it look a bit flat. Anyhow, I'll move on. Up here you will find obviously the little dogs, bulldogs. Gold, silver, standard. Above that you will find a little bug shield. On these dots, again, number plates if you prefer to have them. Up above you can have different sun shields, sun visors. Depends on how you want to look at it. Again, nice little options there. Again, there seems to be a thing with some of the mods, you find that if you swing round, some of the dots disappear. So I might not again cover everything. There's a light adapter on that one, which you can add whatever lights you want to it. Just behind that is the horn adapter. Again, you can add lights or more horns to that. Just behind that is the wind deflector. Pretty cool, huh? I like that. Just behind that there looks like the scoop, so you can change the scoops over. You can have more of a traditional type. Again, that doesn't look too bad. I like that one. You can have it painted as well, or stock, which is plastic. Over here, again, exhaust options. It's going to warn me that doing that, it's going to change things. So you can, if you want that, you've got several different options you can play with there. Again, personal preference and all that good stuff. That covers them. Let's try and cover some of these look like they're inside ones, possibly. No, that's mirrors. You can choose different mirror types if you wish. I think there is a side mirror on this option. Could be wrong. I'm wrong. Let's see. Was there a little dot down here? Now, what does that do? Now it puts a little side bit on. Again, you can use the tyres that he's provided, or use whatever you have. Obviously you might want to sort of like Frankenstein it to work better for you. As you can see, not everything works with everything, but again, personal preference prevails. Again, different tank options. Fair few to choose from. What's this dot over here? This looks like straps option. This one's wheel arches, or fenders as some people would call them. You've got different options there. Again, whatever floats your boat. So you can get all the options you need. Painted, different ones. Again, back mud flaps as I'd call them. Again, personal preference on what you have. Loads and loads and loads. I think that covers most of the dots. Is this the same as before? Yep, it's the same before, and I guess that's the same as before. Yep. What's going on in there? Again, it's mirrors. Right, let's go inside. Accessorize. You can change the wheel type, or the gauge type there. So you can have stock, or we can have that. Wheel type. You do have a selection here, so you can have a free spoke, conventional. Again, and if you have the DLC, you can stick your older spinners on. Your suicide knobs. All depends on what you want to call them. GPS. I don't actually know what that does. I think that's mirrors again. Yeah, it's referring to the mirrors. Over here, number plates. Over here, again, bulldog. Over here, sun guard. Does it have an option? It does have an option for danglies if you wish. Sun visor. Over here, I think this is where you can change the colour of the trim on the inside, so you can again change it to whatever you wish. Back. Again, change that out to whatever you wish. No one's going to be judged. Well, I'm not going to judge you for choosing whatever colours you decide to choose. Again, there's your options for the bed. And you can actually stick accessories over there if you wish, like a night bag. Same with that. Again, you can stick accessories over there if you wish. I think you can. Is there a bit option for dashboard accessories? Might be around here. Yes, you can change that from here. Again, personal preference and all that good stuff. That more or less covers all of the options you get in the truck. Let's drive. I knew this job was going to be interesting, and I knew I was going to fail at this job because it's a house, and I'd figured straight away we're going to get issues like oncoming traffic and everything else. I think in real life, if this was going to happen, they would actually close off roads, because this is stupidly wide and there's no way they'd allow working traffic to happen while this thing was going about, purely because the driver's not going to be able to cover all the eventualities, like the fact the thing's so wide and you need all the space you can when you're moving something as wide as that. Well, I'd call it a house, but well, it is a house in a sense. Even if it's a portable home, it's still technically that wide. It's still a lot of limitations of what you can do with it. Looks like we're going to be going into the night. Again, seems to be a common thing at the moment. I'll apologise in advance. Just wish this state trooper would go quicker. Just floor it, mate. Come on, you got your lights on. You can get on with whatever duties or go home. You know, if they said you can go home once you finish doing this duty, then you get home a lot quicker. I digress and I moan. Sorry, peeps. I'll try and feather the throttle so I don't... I could stick cruise control on, but basically I'll try a bit of that. Not that one. That one. And let's stick the Jake on as well while I'm at it. Well, I should stay some sort of distance away from him. Watch out for that dude. So it's quite nice to drive. I actually like driving this thing. As you guys know, I typically only reserve my cab overs for Euro truck, but actually I actually enjoy driving this thing on here. I'd say it's slightly even better to drive. To say, well, I'm going to accept. I'm going to accept someone here, but it's slightly better to drive than my other Mack, which is the Mack that Eagle made, MH. It's not as good a quality. Don't you know? The Mack MH has been made for superb quality, but this isn't that far off the bat. To be fair, I think the modder's gone into a lot of effort to make this. It's a bit hazy, as you can see around some of the edges. It's a bit rough around the edges, but it does work. And it kind of, I almost feel like I am actually driving a truck. Almost. Obviously without the whole bumping. Because these things would have been pretty much... I don't even think there'd have been air springs on these. I think there's just been just a rubber cone spring between the chassis and the rest of the cab. I know the passenger seats on some of the trucks like this age, they weren't sprung loaded. They were just weren't even air or sprung. They were just directly welded or bolted directly to the cab, and things would just shake your bones. A lot of trucks this sort of age. I've got 1 hour 15 minutes of driving time. I see the time is creeping on, so I might just leave it at that. But before I do go, for you keen-eyed people that have probably seen from the very beginning, for you keen-eyed people, you'd be sitting there thinking, hang on, there's a difference here in your sim dash. Not so much the sim dash, that's great, that's still exactly the same. But you've got a different wheel, haven't you, Mr. Kevin? Yes, I have. And like I've been sort of talking about in the past, in past episodes and everything else, about modifying my G27, I went ahead and did it. Yes, I finally got it all done. Now, a few people are still watching. Thank you very much for watching and being so patient. Here comes an image of the completed item right now. Tell me what you think, guys. You know, be honest, be frank. So I posted it both on my Facebook group and the American Truck Simulator Facebook group in the working stages. From just a botch, because initially I had to just botch the wheel on the existing centre bit, and look, even the botch that got 120 sort of like reactions, and the finished article literally just gone, well, I think it was last time I looked, it was past 50 reactions. Big thank you to everyone that did sort of give me a like, you know, all reaction. And one person said with aspects to the centre, it should have been on black with the red insert. Again, it's something which is good. Actually, the reason I went for the white, because although I can see what they're saying about the black insert, it would finish the wheel off quite nicely. I just want to give it the old school look, a bit of the old school look, with the white insert and red. And I'm not sure whether my brother can actually provide a black insert or not, because he made this for me. A big thanks to him for making it for me. And when he made it for me, and I looked at it, and I was like, I went, "That's great, bruv. You know, you've done a top job on that." If I post a picture of this on a group that I'm on, which is American Truck Simulator, and I get enough interest in it, would you be willing to sort of like make more? And he said, well, yeah, just find out how much people are willing to pay, and I'll definitely think about it. Whoa. And there, something just changed down, right down to the lower end of the box, and I didn't ask for that. Now I want it. Definitely need it now. Right, let's put the jake off. We're going to need a lower gear than that. I haven't put my spinner back on. As you regular subscribers know, I do have an 8-ball spinner. I haven't put that back on as yet. I'm just playing about with this as is for now. I may put it back on, I'm not sure. It's going to be difficult because it's dark and I can't see. I'm going to cheat cam this because I really don't want to wallop that bus and cause any more damage. I've stalled. Wrong gear. Watch out for the bus or coach. It's easy to float as well, this is if you're wondering. So, with aspects the badge, yeah, again, if you've got your own custom wheel already and you want a similar badge, whatever, and aspects to Maker. If you're not a Kenworth fan, prefer Peterbilt, I'll run it past him. If he can make it, then he will. It all depends on how complicated it gets. The more complicated it gets, it's harder for him to do in his what's known as CAD, and it gets harder for his printer because he doesn't actually, although he has two printers, 3D printers, he actually doesn't have top end ones. He has very good ones, don't get me wrong, we paid good money for them, but he doesn't have top end ones, like precision engineered ones. Whoa, unpick that wall. Yeah, I know, shush. I'll probably be able to swing in from here. Maybe with the wheel being bigger, actually is a bit easier to turn. But if I get enough, like I say, if I get enough interest in people wanting them, you know, because I sat there and you could make them as coasters as well, make them bigger. But if, you know, people want them for their existing wheel they've got, again, let me know. I'll ask him the questions. One I've got is 55mm diameter, and it was quite tricky for him to do in this aspect, because he said he didn't know if it was going to work, but because it was quite fine, but it did work. He tried it and it worked quite well. But again, guys, let me know. I'll run the questions by him. You know, just let me know if you are wanting one as a coaster or as an individual bit for your own build. Again, let me know, and let me know how much you will be willing to pay for it, and then I'll seriously talk to him, and we'll have a, you know, a bit of a brotherly meeting and see whether he wants to do that, and then we'll be seriously considering making them as coasters. Have aspects to my steering wheel and everything else. After comments in the American Truck Simulator aspect, you know, it's something I'm thinking about doing as well as a, you know, as a standalone kit. So then you know, I'll have a series of set of wheels with adapter plates, and that which would be like a do-it-yourself kit. So you just I send you the parts, and then you do it yourself, which would be a cheaper option, or you send your G27 to me with the specific wheel that you want, and then I put them on and then send it back to you. That's another option. Again, it's all just things which are in the back of my mind, a bit like with the bottom box and a bit like with the Sim Dash. It's all stuff I'd like to incorporate as one big entity. I'd like to build them all and have one big site, so then you guys can quite easily go in and, you know, future references, you know, if I think about Patreon and stuff like that, you guys could have discount codes for that, and you could go onto the site and buy merchandise with, you know, custom made stuff, or with my own emblem if you really wanted that. Again, it's all stuff which, you know, it's there in the back of my head, and stuff which I think possibly could be a potential market for. But anyway, I've ranted on. This episode's probably gone on for way longer than it should have done, but I hope you guys and girls enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like. If you didn't enjoy it for any reason, again, guys and girls, please feel free to dislike. Either way, leave a comment down below. And if you know anyone else that may also enjoy watching this, guys and girls, please feel free to share. It helps me out a lot, and I don't mind sharing. And if you're new to my channel and see future episodes of this or anything else I'm working on, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell, so then you're informed as soon as I upload a new video. I'll see you in the next one. TTFN.